Keeping several betta fish with an angelfish. Is it as crazy as everyone think? Not necessarily. Today I'm going to share you the story of Drogon, give you some tips and advice, and finally we're going to have a look at Protim Aquatic owned aquariums. So let's check that out now. Alright, so betta fish are very misunderstood. A lot of people think they are aggressive bullies. And angelfish, well, they're cichlids, and most people think cichlid equal aggressive. The problem is, sometimes both of those are peaceful. While the other fish, called peaceful fish, such as the cousin of the betta fish, the gourami, well, they can be aggressive, but everyone think they are peaceful. So I come to the conclusion that if I'm able to keep several gouramis together, I will have no problem keeping several betta fish with an angelfish. And yeah, if you have both angelfish and betta fish having good personality, you're not going to have any problem. So let's start the story of Drogon, the peaceful male betta fish. Several months ago, when I got him, he was kept in the 26 gallon, which is the aquarium he's currently in, but with the goldfish and the angelfish. And back then, the goldfish, they were the boss of the aquarium. And the betta fish and the angelfish just had to stay in line, otherwise, well, you know, what can a goldfish do, really? But I knew they were going to be separated pretty soon, by the 44 gallon. So I eventually put both the angelfish and the betta fish together. Now sadly the black angelfish died of unknown causes. Maybe it's the automatic feeder that fed too much while I was in camping. Maybe it's the water quality that just got bad. Or maybe it's the other fish. Something could have happened. Anyway, Drogon was back in the 26 gallon. But something else happened to him a few weeks after. He got attacked by a crayfish, which have destroyed most of his fins. And his fins are regrowing, but this is why in the first clip his fins were very long and now they're pretty short. Now that was a few weeks ago, and at that period I had a crucial choice to do, and I decided to go through it. I was going to put female betta with Drogon and Lucius. And turns out it worked out very, very well. Matter of fact, everyone was pretty happy since day one. So as you can see, I've waited a bit for Drogon to regrow his fins. Like I allowed him a week or so to recover. And after that, boom, everyone was happy. And now this is a video of current day, and let's start with the tips and advice. I really love this video because it shows both the two females and the male betta fish together, and a lot of people think I'm crazy for doing this, but look at this. Just tell me if those betta fish are aggressive together. They're in feeding mode right now. It's a feeding frenzy. They are very peaceful. I also love this clip because it shows that Lucius is also there with the betta fish, and everyone look and are peaceful together. So what is my key? What is my success formula? It's pretty simple. Have peaceful fish to begin with. Then what can you do to influence the impact and to, continue this on the success? Well, make sure the peaceful fish remain peaceful. How you do that, will you ask? First, dater fish, such as corridoras, danios, tetras, peaceful fish that are going to disperse the attention. You don't want a fish to constantly see and attack the other fish. You want several fish. You don't want two betta fish together. You want several bettas, or one. If you have a 5 gallon with a betta fish, don't try to put another betta fish in there. You're going to pretty much ruin everything. so the size of the aquarium will matter quite a lot. And if I would recommend to, like, I'm pretty much lucky to have both 3 of them with the angelfish in a 26 gallon, but try to get even bigger than that for more success rate. Another thing you can do is to set up the aquarium completely to have a lot of caves and a lot of you know, the field of vision of the fish must be broke at all cost. Put a lot of duckweed on the surface to create a lot of shade. Put a lot of rocks on the bottom to create a lot of caves. Put a lot of plants to separate and isolate the fish from each others. And obviously feed a lot so the fish have something to be distracted. I really enjoy feeding this aquarium, but I always make sure to only feed very small quantities, but several times a day. And also I make sure to obviously do a lot of water change. The fact that I have real plants in there, even though they are slow grower for the most part, such as Java moss and Anubias, make the management of this aquarium a lot easier. So I would suggest to put a lot of plants and a lot of floating plants as well, to create a lot of hiding space and roots where the bettas are going to be very happy together. Now I will warn you all, it's not always going to work, so you have to get a plan B if things don't do well. You have to set another aquarium just in case of aggression. Always monitor your fish. A fish can be very peaceful one day and the other day just become the devil. And you never want to make the mistake I did, for example putting a fish in danger by putting a crayfish in the aquarium. So no crayfish with no fish you love. Put crayfish with fish you don't want and you're going to be fine, but never put crayfish with betta fish. I'm going to do another video pretty soon about compatibility of betta fish and also an update on compatibility with goldfish compatibility. But yeah, one of the last key factor is to have appropriate fish with the betta fish. So now let's check out the videos Protim sent us. Alright, so I've never seen those clips, so it is a reaction video. So in this aquarium, we have like several angelfish with a male betta fish. Really love that betta fish. Oh, and you have some goldfish in there too. That's pretty cool. So I think it's a crown tail, or like, no, actually it's pretty like one of the regular betta fish, I think. Anyway, they are pretty cool. How many angelfish is there? Oh, we have some red in there. Yeah, I love those. Oh, that's a beautiful marble angelfish. I wonder what the other species of fish are. Like, you have some guppies. You have, okay, that's black skirt. All right. So, and an orenda. I wish I had an orenda too. But yeah, they are pretty cool. And as you can see in that aquarium, you have a lot of dater fish, a lot of real plants, as I mentioned, to keep. And I'm not sure if he's keeping the light like dark like that all the time, but it's pretty much what I would suggest to do, and what I did suggest. And yeah, that's the last look of the betta fish. So thanks a lot Protim for sending us those videos. Check out Protim. And now it's time for the last bit of this video, so the vlogging part. Alright, so this is a pretty nice view of the parliament while I was going to work. And for the rest of the clip, it's either me going back or coming from work, and I just really love to film the landscape and the street. You know, I just really enjoy being in a car. And you've seen me in my new car in my last video, even if it was for just a short bit. I want to give a very personal thank you for Protim Aquatic for sharing his aquarium with us. Make sure to subscribe to both his channel, my channel, and my second channel called Love Army, where I do my live stream. And leave a like and comment if you have ever kept both angelfish and betta fish. I'm Bob from the future, and may the fish always be with you. Crap, I screwed up my Star Wars line. Anyway, I've just finished Star Wars The Clone Wars, and apparently Clone Wars Season 7 is coming, so I'm super hyped for that. So anyway, bye!